Hi there, Oliver Lent, Fleet Maintenance Manager for JLE Industries, here to go over another episode of Tips from the Techs. Today we're going to talk about checking your tires, air pressures and tread depths, the importance of both. So this one here we're going to look at is one of our trucks with the wide base or super singles. Checking the tread depth on the drive tire. Legal tread depth is 230 seconds or greater. Anything less than 230 seconds definitely needs to be changed, but we want to start looking at these before they get to that point. We want to start looking at these when they're approximately 4 to 5 seconds, getting them off of there, because you end up with situations like we have here with a lot of stone drilling. You know, with the way we deliver to some construction sites where there's gravel, stones, driveways, and you can get a lot of damage to a tire by running over the gravel with a very small amount of treads. This tire here is borderline going to be ruined because of the stone drilling in it. So we'll take a look at the tread depth reading on it. This one here says 430 seconds, so this one here probably needs to be pulled. The way the DOT measures it is you must have no less than 230 seconds on a drive tire and any major tread groove. This particular tire here is showing some irregular wear, with the inside of the tire wearing more than the outside of the tire. That could be a couple different things. We could have an alignment problem. But one of the more obvious problems that I'm seeing here is just looking at the fifth wheel. You can see the shiny metal parts where the fifth wheel plate of the trailer and this fifth wheel plate are kind of just wearing each other out because there's no grease there. What that does is when there's no grease there, when you go into a turn, all the weight that's on your trailer is pushing you in whichever direction you're turning. That would cause this irregular or goofy tire wear that we have here. Keeping your fifth wheel lubed, greased, you know, whether you break away from your trailer once a week, you can buy the little packets at any of the truck stops to throw in there. Talk with your DEM, your fleet manager, to get them to put some money on your card to buy those grease packets to keep this lube so that we don't see this issue. All the tires have a recommended tire pressure somewhere on the side of the tire. We're not necessarily going to follow them in all cases. JLE specs would be 100 pounds of air pressure in the front, 100 pounds of air pressure in the rear, and on the trailer 95 pounds of air pressure. A lot of folks, if you notice on the side of this tire, it's going to say to inflate to 130 pounds. When you inflate this to 130 pounds, whenever you're driving bobtail or you're driving empty, it's going to make your tractor handle really funny, and it's going to cause some irregular tire wear, maybe premature tire wear. So we want to keep these tires around 100 pounds. Most of our trucks have the Gator blow-through valve cap, so you don't have to take a valve cap off to check your tire pressure. Just take your regular truck tire gauge that you can get at any truck stops. I know a lot of you drivers have them already, and you put it on there. This one's about 120 pounds, probably a little bit too much. Now this tire is warm, you just come in off the road, so that's going to increase your tire pressure being warm. DOT regulations for a steer tire is no less than 430 seconds. Once again, we want to change them before they get that far. We're good with this one. This one's around 11. Checking tire pressure is the same way. We get about 105 in this one. You know, once it cools down, it'll be around the 100-degree mark that it should be. Any tire that's less than 20% inflated, by DOT regulations, considered flat. So if this tire would be less than or equal to 80 pounds, this tire is considered flat. Same way with the trailers, same way with the drive tires. If you get pulled into a roadside, they check your tires and they're less than 20% inflated, that's not a service violation. All right, so we're gonna take a look at a set of duals now on a tractor. Most of our trucks do have super single wide base, but we do have some trucks with duals, and then all of our trailers have duals. The same principle applies for a tractor dual drive as a trailer dual drive. So two different tires that you want to measure. And you never want to have more than 5/32 different than tread depth between the two. You start putting, if you were to put a newer tire on the one side, so let's say the outside, and keep this used one on the inside, what's going to happen is the outside tire is going to carry all the weight, and the inside tire is going to carry hardly any of it. Plus, it's going to be skipping or not barely touching the asphalt or the pavement. It's going to skip off the ground, causing premature wear, and it'll wear out quicker. We want to run them around 100 pounds. I know on the side of the tire it's going to give you max tire inflation pressure. We don't haul at max capacity all the time, so you don't want to keep your tires at max capacity all the time either. 2/32 is the minimum tread depth. At JLE, we want to take them off with around 4 or 5. Try to save the casing, get a casing credit for it, so they can be retreaded or even resold. The irregular tread wear, like I mentioned on the Super Single, can happen on a dual too. It could be because of alignment, because of a dry fifth wheel. Either one of those things can cause irregular tire wear. Underinflation, overinflation, if you have a tire that has 100 pounds in it, one that has 80, you know, the one with 100 pounds is going to make better contact, going to carry more of the load, possibly cause a failure, premature failure due to the heat buildup because it's carrying all the load. Different things for you to look out for and to think about while you're out there, while you're doing your pre-trips, while you're doing your post-trips. If you have any questions about your tires, please don't hesitate to ask. We're here to help. We want to see you get maximum life out of your tires. For you owner-operators and lease purchase folks out there, tires are very important. Tires help with fuel mileage. In today's market where fuel is constantly going up, keeping your tires properly inflated, keeping them matched in height, keeping your fifth wheel greased, all of that helps get you better fuel mileage, which adds more money into your pocket. This has been Tips from the Techs with Oliver Lint, Fleet Maintenance Manager, JLE Industries. Be proudly driven. Stay safe out there, folks.